At some point in my diving career, I thought it would be a good idea to learn how to dive with a dry suit. Even though I'm a bit of a temperature wimp, anything below 27 degrees, as far as I'm concerned, that's too cold. But I've always fancied ice diving. So I thought it would be a clever idea. We were still in the UK at the time. We'd sold our business, we'd sold our house, and we were in the process of eBaying everything we owned. We used to go to some BZAC meetings in the local pools just to keep up with our dive fitness, to keep practicing our swimming, duck diving, breath hold diving. At one of these BZAC meetings, we met an instructor who said he would teach me how to do the Drysuit course. Fantastic, just what I wanted. I'd overheard them talking, and they were talking about going on their Christmas dive. It was December, and they were all going to dress up in Father Christmas with the hats and the outfits and go out and diving on Christmas Day, and that sounded like so much fun. They were also talking about their regular monthly clean of the inside of the aquarium tanks in Bristol. So they all used to get to dive with really cool stuff while they were cleaning the glass. I wanted to do that. So this instructor suggested that we meet in the pool between Christmas and New Year to learn how to do all the dry suit stuff that we needed to do. So the orientation, which we did. And he got me fitted in a dry suit. And even with just a swimsuit on and this dry suit in a heated pool, I was so hot. But he told me that it wasn't going to be like that outside. So he suggested that I get some extra layers. So I did. I bought some woolly socks, I bought thermal vests, I had t-shirts and tights and leggings, I had loads of stuff. Our meetup for the open water dives was on the 3rd of January, and it had been really, really cold. As I was driving to the quarry to meet up with my instructor, the dash temperature sensor in my car said the outside temperature was -5 degrees C. Oh, there was snow piled up on the way, the roads were icy. It probably wasn't a clever idea, but I was doing this. So I got to the lake and I met up with my instructor, and he helped me into my dry suit, and we put on hood and gloves. And we got into the water and we got waist deep. And then he realized that he had a problem with something. So he left me stood there waist deep, and he went and fixed whatever it was he needed to fix. So after about 5-10 minutes, I'm suddenly realizing that all these extra layers I've got on underneath are just not going to cut it. And I haven't even got underwater yet. Eventually he comes back, and then we go diving. I do not remember what we did on that dive. All I remember is that there was a little patch just here, and there was a little bit just here, which was not covered by my mask or my hood, and I knew with pinpoint accuracy exactly where those bits of skin were. It was icy. Temperature in the water was 3 degrees C. So we did the dive. I remember nothing. It was dark. It was cold. I kept my instructor's fins in sight at all times. Eventually it was over. We surfaced, and immediately hood and mask starts to freeze because the air temperature is below 0. He'd done this before, so we got out of the water and he waddled off to his car, and he came back with a thermos box full of hot water, and he helped me put my gloves and mask in there so that they wouldn't freeze or would actually be warm when we put them back on. And we sat and ate our sandwiches for lunch, and then we both retired to our car with the heaters on to warm up. He said that we had to go back in again. That's fine, we did. I don't remember it at all. Not at all. What I do remember is putting the mask and gloves back on, and for just a few seconds it was amazing. It was so warm and lovely, and then it started to cool down and it was starting to freeze, and we had to get in the water quickly before they froze. We got in, we did the dive, we got out. I was over the moon at completing these dives, not because I had an amazing time, but because I completed it. I achieved something there. And for me, the thing that I've learned from this course is just because something's possible does not make it a good idea. See you next time for the rescue course.